there was a lot of teams scouting him. It was the fact that he wanted to go to either Real Madrid, Barcelona, or Man United. Man United came in and said, "We want you right now," and so that's what it was. And the same, and again, when it comes to Maguire, I don't think that the recruitment in him was wrong, because I think himself alone is a good defender, but he is not the linking unit of the entire back line.
He's no Ferdinand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and so clearly, Ollie's recruitment has been good since he's come to United.
Previous managers. Yeah,
because Bruno comes in is phenomenal. He brings in Wan-Bissaka and Maguire last year, and this year it's not really working because they're changing the way they're playing. But was the best defense last year. Brings in Cavani. Cavani's broken the curse of the number 7. So while I agree that with Telles, Henderson, and Van de Beek, it's weird how he's doing it, but clearly he has some sort of idea of what he wants, and he's trying to get it developed, from what I can see. Because clearly his recruitment has been solid.
I agree. But you
have a game with you have a FIFA game soon, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it was tonight.
No, Temple said tomorrow.
Man,
but
he's trying to get those practice games in.
I swear to God, it is. But you buy Telles.
Tell him you got a paper due tomorrow.
Chill, dude. I'm hurt about that paper because it was late and it got deleted. I'm really hurt about it.
Oh, shit. But wait, Juan is playing turn right now.
With Telles, though, you're taking a starter and you're putting him behind. For all that he's done well right now is Luke Shaw. But when these players keep doing well, you have no reason to play Van de Beek. You have no reason to play Telles because the players in front of them are doing so well. That's perfect. Okay, which
is what's happening.
We want the best out of him, but then what happens to the players you've brought in to add competition is that they lose their edge of why they were a starting player in the first place.
I agree.
That's happening now too. Telles hadn't had a stellar game all year. Van de Beek,
he hasn't. No. Well, he's going forward. He has, but he's sus defending. Like Luke Shaw is definitely way better than him.
Which is why Maguire should be pulling out left instead of pulling forward.
Yeah.
City's doing the same thing the other way lopsided though, where Cancelo pushes up and Stones covers, or Diaz, whichever one. Because Cancelo's playing right mid right now. You could argue Luke Shaw's been playing left mid. He and Alonso have been playing similarly lately. Shaw and Alonso, like positionally, I'm sure their heat maps are almost the exact same.
Yeah.
But what happens to that caliber of the players you brought in, and that's been you've heard me all season. It needs to be more rotated.
Yeah,
you're going to lose some games that you shouldn't, but at the end of the season, every player is acclimated.
Yeah, but this is how Fergie would do it though. The first half of the season would be basically the same 11 every week, every game.
That was before other teams had money. Well, we talk like we.
I know, but you can look at City, and they have played basically the same starting 11 the entire first half of the season, barring injury. And for the past few weeks, even in the cup game today, they played the exact same starting 11, other than Fernan Torres, that they played at the weekend. So
they've also had a lot of their games rescheduled as well. A lot of them.
Okay, yeah, fair point. But then look at Liverpool. They're barring their injury, they're playing basically the same starting 11, right? So, and the same with Spurs, barring injury, they're playing the same starting 11.
Liverpool's playing the same starting 6 right now.
I mean, the players that they can play are the ones that are playing, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't even apply that to Liverpool at the moment.
This is how Fergie would set up his teams. He'd set up the teams to play from. He'd go from get the players ready for the first half of the season, and he basically played the same starting 11 for the first half of the season. Then in the second half of the season, when the later parts of the competition come in, and when all those, especially with like Champions League and Europa League, like Europa League now is going to have more games than Champions League because there's an extra round, right? So. With United are going to have...
We're not getting past the first round.
Just listen, right? This is how I think Solskjaer is trying to model his team, like the way he's trying to rotate his squad the way Fergie did. The first half of the season, same starting 11. Second half of the season, that's when you would start to see rotation in the cup competitions and in the league. So then Fergie could then play most of the starting 11 in the Champions League. And if it was a lesser team in the Champions League, then you would see him rotate in there. And if they would win... What Fergie would do is he would go to the away games, sit back and counterattack and try and win that way. And then he'd be like, when we come home, we're going to win it. Which is basically how he played and then so he would play his more G-Sung Park players, Darren Fletcher players at the away games, but then he would play his like Paul Scholes and Michael Carrick players in the home games, right?
Yeah.
So I
like that model.
Yeah,
I like that model a lot.
And I think that's what Ollie's trying to do is like he's trying to say, okay, now I've had the same starting 11 basically up until now, and Amad Diallo's coming in, so clearly Ollie has a plan for the second half of the season when all these fixtures are getting so congested now, because now you have say we do get Fur in the Europa League, right? That's you have a game 1 week, and then I think you have the game the next week, and you're off. Then you have two more games 2 weeks in a row, and then you've got a break, but then you also have to add in the league matches because the season's shorter. So then you have I think if United were to get all the way through to the Europa League, I think from now until the last game of the season, there would be 1 week where they go from Saturday to Saturday without a game in the middle, if they get all the way, right? So obviously you're going to need, and then that doesn't count the international break, but so obviously then you're going to need the depth. So, and because with the first half of the season, it wasn't really like that. You had one game with the Champions League 1 week, you'd have off the next week, then you'd have the Champions League. So you didn't have to rotate as much. So that's how Fergie did it, and I think that's what Solskjaer's trying to do. Because if you think that Fergie isn't, when him in the stands, he's not calling Ollie later that night and they're discussing shit, you're out of your mind. Because that man is literally in those games to help manage that Man United right now, which is kind of crazy because Ollie should be doing it himself. But if you're going to get help from a manager, it may as well be the best manager to ever do it.
Yeah, you're not going to deny answers from an oracle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why Quentin Fortune, you remember him, played it. He was on Stephen Howson's podcast, and it was the week before Ollie got the interim position. And basically what Fortune said was, there's a former player from United that's a manager right now who's won the league with a team that's never won before, back to back, and there's a guy that we all know and love who loves Man United as much as all the fans do, who said that he needs to be the manager. And they both look at the camera and wink. And then when Solskjaer gets it, Stephen Howson then looks at the camera again and winks. So clearly Fergie knows, or Fergie was the one who said Solskjaer is the next manager. Because he said that about Giggs, but then him and Giggs talked, and that's why Giggs didn't get. Well, Giggs also didn't perform, but Giggs
didn't really have time to. But
no, I mean he had like 3 games, but
and he didn't do abysmal in those 3 games either.
No, but he could have done a little bit better. I think he lost 4-0 last game of the season.
Yeah, but
against
caretaker manager, you can't really
in United's worst season in what 20.
And I think international fits Giggs a little bit more so that he doesn't have to be as tentative to it.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Roy coming in to manage though, or help out coach.
Who?
Roy Keane.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's full time. I think he's only coming in certain times.
Dude,
which
a half hour is perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
And then there's whispers that Rio Ferdinand is gonna.
I've seen those. I've seen those.
Been the defensive manager or defensive coach, which I get, but sometimes your world class players are not going to be great coaches.
I can see. I can see Rio being a good coach, though.
It's weird to me that Rooney is a manager because I would have, as a player, I would have never have seen, like, maybe in his later years, but especially when his first few years at United. If you told me that he was going to be a manager one day, I'd be like, "There's no way. There's no way. He's too hot headed. He all he cares about is winning." And if
he looks too far forward. I feel like Rooney. Well, what I mean with that is like. With you can't see Rooney simmering down to think about an issue if he's not just going to go head first through it.
Yeah,
which is how he would play.
I think which is how he played. But again, as his career went on and he started sitting deeper and deeper and deeper,
seeing the game more. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he would see the game more, and I think when he was at Derby, he was already like being not a manager before the other.
But he was inside of the wheel while he was twisting the cogs.
Yes,
sure,
exactly. So I think near the end of his career it made sense, but definitely at the beginning it was like this is not going to work if he becomes a manager. But I don't know. We'll see. He's at Derby, so if he can get them promoted, he does better than Frank Lampard. But Frank Lampard also got Derby when they were way better off than what Rooney has them now. So we'll see.
No,
He brought in Ted and Mengi for defense.
who is aside from Mount, Lampard had one other good player on loan there. I can't think of who it was.
No, he had two guys from I think Leeds.
Did he?
I think I can't remember who I was watching the other night. Who played? Who played Monday night?
Who did play Monday night?
I don't know.
It was Chelsea, wasn't it?
No, they played Sunday.
It was Leeds and Palace.
Oh yeah. Okay, then it was two players that played for Leeds that were on that Derby team. I can't remember who they were. I want to say one of them was Stuart Dallas. That's
an odd one though. Why would you loan if you're in the championship? Why would you loan another player to the championship? Especially with another competitive team. I mean, if they were going to Preston.
But again, I can't remember, dude. Like, it was two players that are playing on Leeds right now that were on loan at Derby. No, maybe it was Palace. I can't fucking remember. I know it was from the Monday night team, but I'm pretty sure it was Leeds that. I think that Leeds bought them though. I don't think that they were on loan. Maybe you're thinking of someone completely different than I am, but anyway,
for the life of me, I can't think of who it is.
But yeah, Rooney bringing in Ted and Mengi to shore up that defense is going to be crazy. I can't wait to watch that. Yeah, Rooney was like called Ollie up. He's like, hey,
let me have him.
Let me have Ted in for 6 months, and I'll develop him for you.
He will too, though.
Imagine Wayne Rooney with Ted and Mengi. Like, with the way Wayne Rooney used to play, to the way Ted and Mengi plays now.
He's going to make him an animal.
Oh my god.
That's nuts.
And then Jimmy Garner has gone to Nottingham Forest, and everyone's like, he is the best player we've ever had.
I want Nottingham to be good again. They had an upcome like two years ago with Cash and Brereton.
Yeah.
And they had another good Lolly. He was tearing it up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like for them to be good,
Where did Cash come from before Villa?
Always been in Nottingham.
He was always at Nottingham?
Always in Nottingham. Because Nottingham's a team I've followed for like 4 years now, kind of.
Who was the one who... Ben White. He went from Leeds to Brighton, right?
I feel like he was on loan from Brighton. Because he seems like a Brighton... Hold on. He was on loan from Brighton. Yeah, okay. He's been in Ben White's been in Brighton since 2016. Went to Newport on loan, Peterborough on loan, and then Leeds for the whole year last year. Played every game for Leeds. Played all 46 games.
Holy shit!
He got Team of the Year in the Championship last year.
Yeah, he's a good defender. But again, if United are supposed to be in for him, but we don't need a B defender. We need an A defender.
Who's an A defender? I mean, Ramos,
sure,
yeah.
Ramos.
But who else, though?
In the world right now, it'd be Ramos, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva.
Like, I agree in the world, but like
for United to buy?
For all of his glory, I don't think Koulibaly is the center back that we would want.
No. I'm just saying he's an A center back. And plus, I think the ship has sailed on him now. I don't think he United aren't going to buy him for $90 million and then have Maguire for $80 million.
Well, with the influx of defenders that we do have coming up through the ranks, though, I don't think it would hurt. Like bringing in Cavani to fill up time until Greenwood can play 9.
Yeah.
You know.
Or Haaland.
Yeah, or Haaland when he comes. Dude, Haaland's going to be a pipe dream. Haaland's going to be the next Ronaldo's coming back. It's going to be like for 5 years, and it's never going to happen.
As long as he's always at United, it's going to be Haaland's coming to United.
There is that link though, and you'd love to see it, but we would have to be better than Dortmund. I don't think we are right now.
Right now, I think if Dortmund play at their best, we are not. Our best could not match Dortmund's best, but the way how inconsistent Dortmund have been this year, and how I'm not going to say United have been consistent because they have been, but we have been way more consistent than Dortmund. I think it would be a good game. But yeah, if
Dortmund's
both
inconsistent
teams,